everyone, this is Helios Raven. I tell you how I do it, even if you don't care. And today we're going to introduce a new little video segment called Commission Corner. I realize that the Basilisk videos are taking a little bit too long, so I'm going to place this video segment along with the Imperial Basilisk for now, just because I want to get this underway. What this is, basically what Commission Corner is going to be, is this is where someone has done a request for a video about a painting tutorial or a conversion tutorial for a army or unit that I do not play, or play but have no use for. And when the video is done, the model or models, depending, will be put up for commission with me explaining how much they're going to cost and how you go about purchasing the models from me off the YouTube. And that's basically it. So don't ask me how much they are or what I want or if you can have them until the video is finished and I say that you can purchase the models. And for this one we're going to do a camouflage painting tutorial. I was asked to do a video on camo painting, and what we're going to be painting is some Caden snipers, since they were fairly cheap and I could get them relatively quickly. And so basically with this is, well, like I said, we're going to talk about painting camouflage. Usually you would paint camouflage on armies or specific units like your snipers or your stealth characters like your rangers or your pathfinders or your lickers, or sometimes like one of my friends who plays Imperial Guard as well, you might do your whole army in camouflage. And there's different kinds of camouflage that you can go with. There's desert, there's snow, there's urban, there's classic jungle. It really all depends on the kind of theme that you're going for your army. And like for example, here is a camouflage design for more of an urban look that I did with my Eldar Rangers. And basically it's usually a pattern of 3 or 4 colors done in a certain technique. Like, it's a little technique I call more than a pattern. I try to avoid using patterns with camouflage, mostly because trying to make a pattern is just going to be so much of a headache that you're probably going to bash your head against the walls trying to get it to look right each time. And let's see if I can find another, like here's another camo setup that I did. And the one thing you gotta be careful is it's really tricky because it's really hard to tell if you're doing too much paint or not enough paint. And so you may find that you know, when you're done, that the camouflage doesn't have much to it, or then you find out that you put too much camouflage colors into it, making it really look bad. Let's see, do I have a example of one where I kinda overdid it? Sort of like on the backpack of this guy, it's not really, it's a little much and a little bit of overkill, and that tends to happen with me is because I don't do camouflage that often, so I usually forget how I did it the last time and end up having to teach myself again all over again. And so with that in mind, let's go. We're going to go with a classic jungle camouflage, and we're going to go with more of a lighter tone jungle camouflage. And what we're going to be using is orc hide shade as our foundation paint, our base coat essentially. And then we're also going to be using Canarlock green. I could be pronouncing that wrong, forgive me. Dark Angel's green, bleach bone, and let's see, scorch brown, and where's the last one? And no, that's not it. Is it over here? Yes, it is. And chaos black. Now, first thing we do is we paint we're going to use this as our base coat and our shading for the main color of the coat. So we go and we take our paintbrush and we go over the entire model with the foundation paint, or So let's go, we're gonna paint the sky up. Alright, we're running low on time, and that's basically how we're going to start off. I'm going to continue the base foundation of this model in the next off camera, because there's really no fancy to-do technical thing that we're going over with this, so if there's any fine points that I think you should know, I'll let you know in the next video. So until then, this is Helios Raven signing off.